want somebody to tell me, and answer if you can. I want someone to tell me, what is the soul of a man?
How emotional do you think it will be?
I think it will be emotional. I think it'll be worse at the end of the game. I think for me, I'm just trying to focus on the game, try and get a win and try and play well. But I do realise come the end of the game, when it's time to say goodbye to the supporters for the last time, the emotions are going to kick in for real.
Is it going to be quite difficult to keep those tears and that emotion in check?
Well, I've never been in this situation before, so I don't really know what it's going to be like. I'm going to try and manage it, I'm going to try and control it, but I also want the opportunity to say thanks to the people that have supported me for a long time. I've been involved with the club and the badge for 27 years, so I love the club and I'm not ashamed to say that. But hopefully, as I say, I get the chance to come back and represent the club again in whatever role in the future. That'll be something that I'm looking forward to.
I'm going to ask a question, answer if you can.
When you talk about those incredible memories, what are the ones that stand out for you the most?
Well, I think Istanbul goes without saying. I think it's the pinnacle for every footballer to win the European Cup. It was a special night, probably go down as the best Champions League final ever up to date, and that's a memory that'll live with me for an awful long time.
You spoke 6 months ago when you announced that you were leaving. You were looking for that top four finish, you were looking to win trophies. Hasn't quite worked out the way you wanted it to.
Yeah, that's disappointing. But I think we've come very close. And I think after losing Luis Suarez and not having Daniel Sturridge available for huge chunks of the season, I think we've done okay.
Can I ask you about your relationship with Jose Mourinho? Is it just a relationship built on respect, or is there a little bit more to it than that?
Yeah, I think it is a relationship built on respect. I've got probably too much respect for him as a manager, what he's done and what he's achieved, and I've been lucky enough to interact with him on a couple of occasions, when I've played against him, and I can tell he's a good human being as well, and he's given me some good advice over the year, even though he hasn't been my manager. And I think you can learn an awful lot off the man, even if you don't work for him. So yeah, the relationship's certainly built on respect, but there is a little bit more to it as well.
A lot of things are said about MLS football, and what do you say to people's suggestions that perhaps it might just be too easy for you?
Well, I think everyone's entitled to their opinion about football in the States, but from what I've seen over the last couple of years, certainly since the World Cup, is that it's buzzing at the moment, it's growing. But at 35 years of age, I think the timing's right for me to come away from the club and the level that I'm playing at now and try and enjoy the last 18 months, 2 years of my contract, and also enjoy some family time and live in a nice area and sort of treat myself to something different, if you like. But it's a new challenge. I'm certainly not going over there for a holiday or to put my feet up. I want to go over there and win and compete, and I'm looking forward to doing it.
And you spoke about as well getting away from the intensity of living around here and being able to walk down the street with people not recognising you.
When you've lived it for 17 years, it is intense. There's a lot of pressure, there's a lot of responsibility. And I'm looking forward to coming away from that for a short while and looking in on it and then do things that I've found difficult to do over the last 17 years.
And how do you think you'll look at Liverpool from the outside in?
I think I'll look in with a smile. I'm proud to come from Liverpool. I love the city, I love the club, and I'll support from afar. I'm going to try and enjoy the next couple of years, and then I'll be looking forward to come back and see what the next part of my life is.
Is it just that Premier League title? We all know you've won every major honour apart from that.
No, it's not the only regret. I think it's the biggest. I'd love to be sitting here now to say that I've got the full collection. It certainly would have been the icing on the cake, but I also look at other FA Cup finals that I've missed out on, and the second Champions League final I played in 2007. It's another big regret, and no one's journey ever goes smoothly. Mine certainly hasn't, but I'm certainly proud of it, and I wouldn't change it for anything.
I want someone to tell me, answer if you can. I want someone to tell me, what is the soul of a man?
It's happened maybe slightly quicker than I thought it might. I think 12 months ago when I retired from England, I actually thought maybe I'd do another year at Liverpool after this one. But things change. I think I'm getting the timing right. I think I'm leaving with maybe people wanting a little tiny bit more from me, but I'd rather go that way than people trying to push me out the door and saying enough's enough.
Still the toughest one?
Yeah, it's the toughest decision I've ever had to make, of course, but I'm doing it for the right reasons, and I think I'm doing it at the right time.
Was the soul